Hello everyone, hopefully you're having a great day today. Merciless Vaughn here, back with another Bleach Brave Souls video, and in this one, let's talk about the 9th anniversary summons. So I just so happen to log into Bleach Brave Souls like every day like I normally do, and then this is here, 9th anniversary highlight step up summon. And as you can obviously see, we have 2 of the 9th anniversary units here, some swimsuit units here, and some other 1000-year Blood War units that are in here as well. So yeah, I'm guessing this is our poll selection banner. I don't want to call it poll selection because it's not poll selection, obviously, because we didn't pick these characters. But as you can see, this banner will be dropping. Actually, the banner's up right now. Yeah, okay, yeah, the banner is actually up right now. So here it is. Yeah, it's a 7 step up banner. So yeah, as you saw, this banner is live right now. It's a 7 step up banner. Step 1 is free, which is cool. Step 20, you get some Hogyokus. Next step, Hogyoku wheels. And then you get some link slot potions, including rainbow ones. 20 small scrolls of each type. One of the 12 featured 5-star characters are guaranteed at step 6, and at step 7 you get 20 droplets and 1 free editing brush. And then basically once you go to the 7th step, it won't reset. You'll just stay on step 7 over and over and over again, which is why these 7-step banners are not good at all. And yeah, that's pretty much it really. So I guess, is this banner really worth summoning on? I guess we can go through the characters and actually look through it to see if they are. Alright, so first up we have the 9th anniversary Kimachi here, who is a speed unit with the Espada Killer Plus. These 9th anniversary units introduce the new Killer Plus skill. The soul trait is strong side recharge time minus 14%. He's a melee unit with lacerate and weakening on all of his attacks. He also has an EX move. The 9th anniversary units also introduced a new EX move mechanic. NA skill, Sprinter, Havoc. He inflicts his status almost every 5 seconds. He has a 100% Berserker, which is insane. Devastation 50%. He's immune to the weakened status summons, which is cool. Frenzy plus 3, Defibrillator plus 5 seconds. Increased status summon chance against our rankers. Weakened defense, Poise Break. Poise, Marauder, any status summon spiritual pressure boost. Now, if I'm not mistaken, his EX move gives him a 100% spiritual pressure boost. So when you have this active and you inflict a status summon, you will have a 180% spiritual pressure boost. He's currently the only unit in the game that can go that high. So yeah, that's pretty good. And his EX move lasts for 10 seconds, and all EX moves have a cooldown of 60%. So for 10 seconds, he basically has 180% status summon spiritual pressure. That's the highest in the game right now. Also, his SA3 is a 2-staged hit strong attack. I'm pretty sure that's how I've been describing them. I can't remember the actual description for it, but it basically has like 2 hits really. Up next we have the 1000-year Blood War Grimmy here, who is a technique unit with the Hollow Killer Plus. He has 2 soul traits, strong attack recharge time minus 14% and strong attack damage plus 20%. He's a ranged unit with weakening paralysis on all of his attacks. He also does have an EX move. His NA skills are Sprinter, Havoc, and he has a 50% chance to dodge hollow attacks. His Berserker is 50%. He's immune to all status elements. He increases Quincy strong attack damage by 20% if they are in your team/party. Frenzy plus 3, Bombardment, Defibrillator plus 5 seconds. Increase status summon chance against hollows. Element reversal, increase Quincy damage to status summon affected enemies 30%. Weaken defense, sharpshooter, any status element spiritual pressure boosts. And his EX move, I believe it's a buff and a debuff at the same time. I'm just trying to remember what these EX moves do off the top of my head. But yeah, that's basically what his EX move does. And yeah, he's a 9th anniversary unit. He's still very, very strong. The next few units are going to be the swimsuit units, and we're going to start off with Bombietta here, who is a technique or ranker killer unit with a soul trait of strong attack recharge time minus 14%. Melee unit with lacerate and paralysis on all of her attacks. She has the enemies defeated mechanic, which basically, depending on the certain number of enemies you defeat, you get buffs. And at 25 enemies defeated, she increases the party and the team killer effect by 20%, which is very strong. Innate skill, Sprinter, she's immune to the freeze status element, Havoc. She has a 40% Berserker, Devastation of 60%. Frenzy, except in some quest types, Frenzy +3 in Guild Quest, so she's a Guild Quest unit as you can see here. Defibrillator +5 seconds, increased status element chance against rankers. Increased melee damage, increased killer effects in Guild Quest, Long Stride, Marauder, and the status element spiritual pressure boost. So as you can see, she's obviously a Guild Quest unit for the melee, a ranker weekend Guild Quest. So if you need a SP unit for that, the Bombiata will be a great pickup if you're someone that takes Guild Quest very seriously. Alright, so we have the Swimsuit Candace here, who's a speed unit with the Stern Ritter Killer. Damage taken -21%. She's a ranged unit with no status elements on her abilities, but she does have a boost on her SA2. Innate skills, Sprinter +3. She has a 50% chance to dodge Quincy's attacks. She has long reach 20%. Bruiser 80%. She's immune to the weakness status element. She gets Flurry +2 in Guild Quest. Outside of it, it's Flurry +1, which is why I don't know why we're so getting units with Flurry +1. Anyway, she has some increased damage skills in Guild Quest, and you know, it's going to be less than that outside of Guild Quest, and increased killer effect in Guild Quest as well. Enhancer, Poise, Sharpshooter, and Booster. So this is going to be a ranged nat unit that you can use for the Stern Ritter week and Guild Quest, so she will be a pretty good pickup. And now we have the Swimsuit Minas here, who is a mind unit with the Quincy Killer, Soul Trait Super Heart, Link Slot Potions +5. Range unit, no status elements, but she has a heal and a barrier on her SA2. Innate skills, Sprinter, Guard Break plus Pierce Iron Skin, Havoc 20%. She has a 50% Berserker. She does have the reduced strong attack cooldown 12%. She has the share complete status melee, which is great. Increased coin drop, increased super hard links off potions +10. 5 is in the soul trait. She has 5 in her skills. That's why it's 10 here. And she also has the regular heart links off potions +5. Frenzy +2, damage to enemies not affected by an ailment 100%, which is great for this unit. Multi-barrier and the medic skill. Oh, her multi-barrier is +2, excuse me. So another great farming unit that you can use here. She'll be a good healer and she'll also do some pretty good damage, and she's gonna be, you know, great for support as well. Up next we have the Yumi Chica here, who is a mind unit with the Squad 0 Killer, Soul Trait status element spiritual pressure boost 40%. He's a melee unit with drain on all of his attacks. Innate skills, Sprinter, Havoc, Guard Break. The rest of his skills, Devastation 60%. Reduced strong attack cooldown 12%. He's immune to the Paralysis status element, which is great. Frenzy +2, +3 inside Guild Quest. Increased Soul Reaper, damage taken -20%. Increased heart status element chance against heart attribute enemies. Increased melee damage in Guild Quest. Weaken defense, poise, increased killer effect. And status element spiritual pressure boost 120. It's 80 in his kit, and as you saw, the soul trait is 40, so it's 120%. And as you saw, he doesn't have a Berserker. I don't know why units are not getting Berserker, but I mean, it is what it is. But you know, if you're someone that needs a melee Guild Quest unit for Squad 0, he would be a pretty good pickup. Alright, so we have another Minas that's in the banner. This one is a heart unit with the Captain Killer. The soul trait is damage taken -21%. Melee unit with, oh, what is that? I believe it's Confusion on all of her attacks, and she has a debuff on her Soul Bomb as well. Innate skills, Sprinter, Long Reach, and she's immune to the Paralysis status element. Low stamina damage boost 60%, half stamina only, decreased damage taken 50%. She has a persistent skill, Flurry +10 for the first 10 seconds, prevent last ditch survival, ignore Brave Battle Invincibility, Flurry +2, Poise, and Pierce Barrier. So she's a Brave Battle unit. Yeah, for Brave Battle, you're going to need quite a few dupes of her for her to be usable in Brave Battle. So if you already have her and you need some dupes and you pick her up, you know, that's great. Alright, so here we have the 1000 Year Blood War 2024 version of Orahee here, who is a Technique Captain Killer unit with a Soul Trait damage taken -20%. Range unit, no status element, a debuff and a barrier on her SA2. She has Sprinter, she has a Prowess Resistance skill, Sharpshooter. Decreased damage taken 20%, half summon only, increased normal attack damage 50%, half summon only, decreased damage taken 50%. Persistence, she has Flurry +1 for the first 10 seconds of Brave Battle, prevent last-hit survival, ignore Brave Battle invincibility for 10 seconds, prevent Brave Battle healing, Flurry +2, and Poise. Yeah, here's another Brave Battle unit that's almost a year old, actually. She'll be a year old here next week. Yeah, so there is that. You know, for Brave Battle units, you're going to need more dupes than those for them to be really viable, especially if you're a higher seat. Up next, we have a 1000-Year Blood War Bakuya here, who is a Technique No Affiliation Killer unit with a Soul Shredder damage inflicted at full stam plus 30%. Melee unit, weakening on all of his attacks. He also has a boost on his SA2. Innate skills, Sprinter, Marauder, and he's immune to the fire status element. Devastation 40%, full stamina damage, boost 30%, reduce strong attack, cooldown 12%. Full stamina only, increase strong attack damage 20%, frenzy +2, defibrillator +5 seconds, damage to weakened enemies 40%, enhancer, start barrier +10, and booster. I believe this Bakuya and the next unit that's gonna be up next is the they were both mid-month units, so this Bakuya might seem a little bit lackluster compared to the other 1000-Year Blood War units. And so here we have Asot, who is a hard no affiliation killer unit with a Soul Trader strong stat recharge time -14%. Range unit, he has slow and weakening on all of his attacks except his SA2. His SA2 is a barrier. Innate skills, Sprinter, full stamina only, reduce strong attack cooldown 6%. He's immune to the freeze status element. Devastation 40%, Havoc 20%, Frenzy +2, Defibrillator +5 seconds, damage to his status elements 40%. Multi-barrier +2, Sharpshooter, any status element spiritual pressure boost. Yeah, just looking at the Asot, he does seem a lot better than the Bakuya. Like I mentioned, they were both mid-month units. If I'm remembering correctly, but yeah, the Asot is definitely better. Here we have the Chojiro, who was last year's part 2 anniversary unit, so one of the 3 units. Technique unit with the Quincy Killer, Soul Trade Speed Drop with Drop plus 30%. Melee unit with Prowess on all of his attacks, Sprinter +2, Guard Break plus hit hidden enemies, Havoc 20%. Devastation 60%, reduce strong attack cooldown 12%, increased speed, Link Slide Potions +5, increased speed, Droplet Drop plus 10%, Frenzy +2, Defibrillator +5 seconds, increased status summon chance against speed attribute enemies. Increased technique attribute character special move damage 30%, increased technique attribute sorcerer damage to status summon affected enemies 40%, and he also has damage to paralyze enemies 40%. So if you're just someone that so happens to need droplets for whatever reason, you can definitely take him into epic raids, and he'll be a pretty good support unit as well in there, just by helping increasing the soul bomb damage. And here we have a very old Ichigo, the 2022 version of the 1000-Year Blood War units. Yeah, this Ichigo, he has the Ranker No Affiliation Killer. 2 killers is always great. Soul Trait, strong attack recharge time -14%. He has no status elements on his attacks. He's a melee unit. He reads all affiliation dodges, long stride, team/party stamina recovery plus 20%. He doesn't have a berserker, unfortunately. His devastation is 60%. He has a share complete status immunity 100%. Havoc 20%, Frenzy +2, increased damage to enemies not affected by the element 100%, Sprinter +2, and Marauder. Hit hidden enemies and also pierce iron skin. Fun fact is Ichigo introduced these skills right here, the damage to enemies not affected by element 100% and hit hidden enemies plus pierce iron skin. Yeah, he was one of the units that first introduced those 2 new skills, which is, you know, pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. We went over all of the units in the surprise 9th anniversary highlight step up summons banner. In my opinion, this banner is just not worth summoning on. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 9th anniversary units, the swimsuit units, and the other 1000-Year Blood War units are still pretty decent. It's just that it's a 7 step up banner. 7 step up banners are not all that good. I mean, obviously go ahead and do step 1 since it's free. You are guaranteed one of the featured units at step 6, but you know, once you get to step 7, you're just going to be repeating that step over and over again, spending 250 orbs just to try and get another one of these units. So in my opinion, it's really not worth it, especially with the end of year banner coming up here next week. But yeah. But like I always say, this is a game. Games are meant to be played to have fun. If something on this banner will make you happy and you'll have fun doing it, by all means, go ahead and do it. If any of these characters are your favorite from the Bleach series and you would like to have them in this game to play as them, by all means, go ahead and summon. And also, you know, they're your orbs. You do whatever you want with them. So, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. As usual, until next time.